As the crowd in the vast area of the set began to quiet down, Emma Stone slowly moved between the lights. Something felt different this morning. The noise rising from every corner of the set felt foreign to her today. She wasn't feeling the adrenaline that she usually did while rushing around the set. Today, Emma Stone was beyond being just on stage. Today, she had found herself embarking on a journey far beyond the role of an actress. For days, she had been asking herself the same question: who am I really? Years of living under the bright lights of Hollywood, taking on every character she played, had caused her to lose touch with her own identity. She had played many roles, but never found herself. The stage, the camera, the fans, these were the things that made up Emma's outer world. But when she looked inward, she felt like a stranger. The Emma everyone knew, the Emma they recognized, was someone who didn't truly know the real Emma. When she walked over to the corner of the set and sat in the makeup chair, she took one last look at her reflection. Beneath the makeup on her face, she was even a stranger to herself, the woman she had known for years. As she brushed her hair, her eyes looked tired, but at the same time, she was starting to notice something. This weariness, it wasn't just physical. It was a deep, spiritual exhaustion that had built up over the years. But this morning, something had shifted. There was a feeling, an awareness. She was about to take a step toward discovering herself. Outside, the noise of the set still persisted. Adjustments to camera angles, light changes, sound checks. While all of this was happening, Emma was stuck in a crossroads within herself. This set was the place she knew best, but now it felt alien. Everything seemed right. Everything was the way she was used to. But there was something missing. That missing piece was the door opening to Emma's journey of self-discovery. She slowly stood up and walked toward the back of the studio. Joe, the director behind the camera, approached her. Joe, the director who always had a spark in his eyes, was a man of few words. He was someone who always sought depth in every scene. But today, there was something different in his gaze. His eyes showed that he had noticed the emptiness inside Emma. "Something's different today, Emma," Joe said, smiling slightly. "I can feel it. Something's changing with you." Emma nodded but replied, "I don't know, Joe. Everything is moving too fast. I'm feeling so alienated. Who am I? What am I doing? I keep pretending to be someone else, but I lose myself. I just want to find my own identity." Joe smiled gently. "That's why I'm here, Emma. You need to find the real you. This scene will allow you to discover yourself. If you can do that, then the real you will shine on stage." Emma paused for a moment. "The real me? But what about what everyone says?" Joe replied casually. "The real you challenges the world. Neither the stage nor real life can shape you as they want. But no one can stop you. Now is your chance. Go see who you really are." These words echoed deeply inside Emma. She had never thought that being real could be so simple. Being real wasn't just about not wearing a mask. In that moment, all the tension and pressure of the stage faded away. Now she was being given the opportunity to find her true self. As she stepped onto the stage, the lights greeted Emma with a dazzling brightness. The cameras focused on her, and Emma closed her eyes. Behind the lights, all the fears, anxieties, and worries she had accumulated over the years were hidden. At that moment, Emma realized that behind those lights, the perfect woman she always portrayed on stage was just a mask. Unfortunately, that woman was offering her a reflection that was far from reality. With that thought, Emma opened her eyes and started walking towards the camera. This scene wasn't just another scene. Everything felt like an exam for Emma. The masks would fall. The character's soul would stand bare in front of the cameras. Holding her breath, Emma slowly opened her eyes. As the camera moved towards her, the feelings she had buried for years began to surface again. Just like every time she had played a role, she wanted to play a role again now. But Joe's words still echoed in her mind. The real you will shine on stage. When she reached the center of the stage, there was a brief hesitation, pulling her back. The camera focused. With an internal emptiness, she realized the moment when she had lost herself. Who was she really? I can do this, she told herself. The real me. Who am I? Every step was a path towards discovering herself. The camera was capturing the emptiness in her soul perfectly. Every frame had meaning, every step was becoming meaningful. Throughout the years, as she had fallen and gotten back up, she had forgotten who she was when stepping on stage. But now, for the first time, she was finding herself on this stage. She had come out of a life of wearing masks and was now heading towards the woman within. As she took one more step, everything started to unravel. The lights in front of her, brighter than they had ever been, now seemed to reveal the truth. She had spent so much time that she no longer remembered who she was outside the camera. Joe's gaze was locked on Emma's face. In that moment, everything changed. Emma had found her true self on stage. In her eyes, there was not just the Emma in front of the camera, but a woman who had freed herself from all the burdens of her life. Joe silently watched from the background as Emma prepared to take her final step on stage. A woman had decided to encapsulate her entire life in a scene. When the shoot ended, Emma walked to the back of the set. As she took one more step, the familiar face of someone appeared in front of her. This person was a part of Emma. She was no longer wearing a mask. And that person, she realized, was the missing part of Emma that had been lost for so long. Emma, the person said, with deep meaning in their eyes, I believe you're on the right path now. Emma took a deep breath. In that moment, she realized the real journey didn't begin in front of the cameras. It had begun inside herself.